Today in this video, we're going to be doing DIY hamster bedding. So you're going to need a bowl, toilet paper, and all you have to do is shred up your toilet paper.
And we shred ours up ahead of time so that you guys don't have to wash.
Food coloring, separate cups, a fourth a cup of water, and toilet paper and water. So you're going to get your fourth a cup of water,
which we have right here.
And our cups are ready. And you're going to put your food coloring in there. She's using green, I'm using blue. So you're going to put at least like 3 drops for the liquid and 2 drops for this kind.
So,
or just 1 good drop, like that.
1, 2,
Good thing I closed that gate.
3.
Okay, that's good. And now you're going to use something to mix it with.
So we're just going to use
pencils,
because board pens, or whatever, whichever one,
or a spoon,
which we're just going to use
because this is the only thing we have in hand. Make sure you mix up all the food color,
and you gotta make sure that those chunks in there aren't there. Like, you can mix it up with anything
you want to mix it up with.
Like, you can even mix it up with a fork, whisk. It doesn't really matter.
You use more water depending how much toilet paper you're using. Because we're not going to use the whole fourth a cup of water.
We're just going to pour a little bit.
And we're going to combine our beddings in the end of the video. And it'll go perfectly with our hamster.
Yep. And right here we have
pre-made hamster bedding. This is what it looks like once it's dry. So yeah.
So basically, whatever food coloring you're using, it should look like this.
In the end. It might not take as long because we're using the goopy kind. You have to make sure all the chunks are gone.
Good? Yep.
Just like that. Now you're going to take your bedding
And just pour it over it.
and you're going to take a little bit of water with your fingers. You're going to dip your fingers in it. Make sure you don't let all the water drip off, and you're going to sprinkle it into there twice. Just gets it a little bit of water. And now you're just gonna make sure it's all poofy, and then you're going to only pour a teeny bit of your food coloring, the watered down food coloring. If you have liquid food coloring, then you don't have to do this. All you have to do is squirt a little bit in here,
and
like with some water.
And I forgot to mention this. You could also mix food coloring so that you can have
a different color. And just only pour a little bit in, just like that much, because it soaks in. And then you're just gonna rub around that much as you have, ripping it up while you're doing it. It didn't get all chunked together.
But don't worry. So
you're going to end up pouring it in, most of it in.
Yeah.
Don't use a lot of water though. Only use like half of it. And then
which usually always happens.
And then you get it all together, and then you start squeezing it all together in a ball like this, which I've already started that. And you're just going to squeeze the water out and then dip it back in that water once. And then you're going to squeeze it one last time like that, and you're going to break it apart and get all the insides and make sure all the insides are colored. And you have to use the water that's in there. Make sure you get all the colors and rip it to shreds again, like small shreds, depending how big your hamster is.
And we will show you the hamster
in the end of the video.
It's really cute. Its name is
Butterscotch.
And she got it, when again?
We got it about a month ago.
Like that.
And you're just gonna rub it in between your hands to make small shreds up and down, side to side, depending how wet it is. As you can see, all that toilet paper we had did not make much.
So, if you're making it for like a friend or like a couple hamsters, I would prefer
Suggest using not a whole roll, but most of the roll.
Yeah. And what you can do is, if you hand me this, you can mix colors.
Just dip it in there, don't pour it. And we're just going to put this aside to make some more. This is what it looks like when it's wet.
And see, now you have this teal color almost. So now she will have a nice cool
We will
blue.
have a blue with teal.
So once like you put all this water in and it starts to break apart by itself, that means it's done.
That means it's done soaking.
So then you're just going to pour that extra into your cup. Make sure you get all of that excess out so that it won't interfere. Now I'm just
I picked up all that water with my bedding. And this is messy depending what color you're using.
See, if you're wearing white,
I would suggest putting a towel over you or something.
Yeah, but I am not a messy person, so
she's fine.
Yeah.
So I've picked up enough. It doesn't work like that. And it just looks like that. And when it dries...
And I'm actually going to put this out, just so that you guys can see what it looks like.
And then we're going to mix it. That's really pretty.
Yeah. So now she's going to start making another
more
batch.
Teal. I'm going to make more teal.
Yeah.
And I suggest doing it 4 times, just squirting the water in there. And you're just gonna do the same thing as before. Pour a little bit on till it clumps up into this one blue ball. And just squeezing it out as you go, picking up more, making sure the insides are getting blue.
And since she's going to make some more teal, well, she's going to make another batch of blue first, and then, well, she's going to make the blue, and I'm going to make the teal.
I'm going to make the teal, and she's going to make the blue this time.
Well, yeah, we'll do a mix and match. So I'm going to handle the green, and you used all the blue. Okay.
Almost all the blue. We'll make more.
Oh yeah, we can always make more.
Put a little too much.
Make sure that doesn't happen.
And the blue and teal together look really good.
Yeah. And this actually is really cute because once this dries, it's actually really pretty. And like this is kind of cool for Easter too because you can make it like grass.
And mine turned out to be really weird. It's different because it's like a mixture of blue.
Oh yeah. So it's like really cool. And as you see, I'm turning it to little teeny tiny pieces.
And do the same process. Can you tear this one for me? And just do the same process as before. Squeeze the liquids out.
And once the toilet paper hardens, it might look different.
Yes, it'll look a lighter.
Yeah. So this teal
So that one might turn out as this because she didn't use as much. This is like a very light blue. It looks white on camera, but it's not. And so since these colors in here turned out to make a pretty blue, I'm going to pour this in a cup. And I'm going to mix these two colors.
Oh yeah, and make sure you guys check out her other video with another friend. They made a
competition type thing who can make the best bedding, and I lost.
But the only thing that really matters is that you're having fun.
Yep.
So, and if you're really scared of getting
your hands dirty,
then I advise you to use gloves, but we really don't care, so.
And it just, depending what dye you're using, it comes off with water and soap.
Oh yeah, and also, if you guys don't have dye,
you can use paint.
If you
it has to be non-toxic paint.
Yeah.
So it doesn't.
Or you can go to the dollar store or something. They sometimes have like these Easter egg makers, and that dye will work too.
All you have to do is drop the little dissolving thing in water and use a little bit on your toilet paper.
But with that, I would definitely wear gloves because
that stains your hands.
Yeah.
This comes off with water.
I remember when I was with my friend, I forgot to wear gloves and I looked like an Easter egg.
Wasn't that with me?
Yeah.
So I made a different blue. It doesn't not necessarily teal.
It's
I have a 3-shaded blue now. We have 3 shades. We have a darker, a lighter, and a very light.
And guys, if you want to do it multicolor, do it multicolor.
You just have to do different batches, and then add them together.
Yep.
So I'm just going to stick these two together and shake them up.
And now it almost looks like a pebble kind of thing that you would get for fish.
Yep. Just a pretty mixture. And this was drying, and it's not as saturated as this is, so I have to wait before I add this stuff. So have a good process of making your hamster bedding.
Yeah, my hands are like a green.
Bye.